abdominales desaparecieron en Barcelona. Cuando yo era joven... Esto del aventurero está muy bien, pero a ver si hoy encontramos un hotel,
But you probably won't understand the lyrics unless you speak Spanish. Un, dos, tres, vamos!
Buenas, soy Alfonso Rovira y os doy la bienvenida al capítulo 5 de En busca de los sabios. Después de asearnos, nos dirigimos a la feria de Dwellingham, donde nos recibieron con una canción en español y tocada con un didgeridoo. Y aparte de ello nos estaba esperando nuestro amigo Maitland Hill. Maitland Hill estaba con una paradita en la que estaba con todos sus cuadros. Estaba enseñando todos los cuadros que tenía en exposición. Y aparte de nuestro amigo Maitland, también nos estaban esperando unas grandes calabazas. Yo creo que estaban proteinadas y tenían de todo, pero la realidad es que teníamos como una veintena de calabazas de este tamaño. Salen las calabazas en el vídeo, ¿no? Porque estoy aquí explicándolo y digo, pues las vas a ver. It's big, ¿eh? Ay, ay, ay. You could have your small house inside. Esto parece un poco chata, ¿eh? Parece una pera gigante. O sea, realmente pesan, ¿eh? Hostia, no puedo levantarla. So, Maitland, this is Pinjarra.
Kaya, Nija, welcome to Noongar Boodja.
Thank you. So, where are we now?
Sort of place that shows you what really happened in this area, where the Noongar people were massacred. They were shot. That we lost a lot of great men, great women and children as well that were shot and massacred in cold blood. That
And how many people was here?
between the 80 and 100 people that were massacred here. I come to pay my respects and to show that this is a very, very special place for us Noongar people. It was right here.
He was here.
Right here. And then a lot of Noongar people, they just ran for their lives and got away hiding in the water. Two of my grandfathers were here that day, but they escaped.
Can you? How would it be?
I could try my best, but it's what I can see is it's called Kadaka Lonka Maman Yoka Kulanka Pinjarab Nyunga Murt. Colonial Officer Nilian Nurich on the 20th of October 1834.
Estando con Maitland Hill, que nos leyó la placa conmemorativa de la masacre de Pinjarra, una placa que está en lengua noongar, me vinieron a la cabeza unas palabras de Braden Hill, el responsable de la asociación Coolbardin en la Universidad de Murdoch.
Is it common that the Aboriginal people speaks in their own language?
In Noongar, no. So there'd probably be maybe 200 to 300 people who can speak it fluently. So a number of elders and younger people now are starting to learn the language a little bit more. And of course, a lot of that is because when kids were in school, they were stopped from speaking their language. They were stopped from practicing culture.
When you try to read your language, it's very hard for you.
It's hard for me as a Noongar person to try and translate that in language.
Why?
Because we didn't have that opportunity to be taught our own language.
The first Aboriginal person to go to university wasn't until 1960 or something, you know, around 1960. But
Yeah.
people like my grandfather couldn't go to school all throughout, you know, up until, you know, maybe in their ninth year of school, they were forced to stop and go and clean or work on a farm. You know, it was very, Aboriginal people were really excluded from that. But the fact now that we have Aboriginal doctors, Aboriginal lawyers, Aboriginal nurses, teachers, in such a short period of time, for me is a really strong story.
This is a place where we'll always remember, a place of heartbreak and sorrow, a place we'll never forget in this town of Pinjarra.
Apenas a 200 metros de la gran masacre de Pinjarra, Mailan nos quiso mostrar lo contrario, el lugar donde vivía este pueblo, que era un lugar precioso.
This area here shows where the Noongar people would camp on both sides of the river, this side and on the other side. This was their home before what
Yeah, you have everything, no? You have
Yes.
also your supermarket here.
Exactly. They've got everything they need. They've got the shade, they've got the water, they've got the food, they've got the sources, they've got it all here. It's all here.
It's a very nice place.
It's a beautiful place. You can go across if you want to.
You? You not?
No, I won't go across.
You cannot?
No. No.
This is for the respect for...
Yeah, I think it's respect. Respect, yeah, so, but you can go across if you want to. I can wait here for you.
Really?
Yep. Is that all right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if it's not respectful, I'm not gonna cross.
No, you can, yeah, you're expected to go across.
Okay.
Yep.
Mailan no ha querido acompañarnos aquí al puente por respeto a sus antepasados, pero dice que no es una falta de respeto venir. Aquí vivía su gente. Esta es la zona donde acampaba o residía el pueblo Noongar. Al final es curioso, tenemos una zona, un memorial a los caídos, en memoria de los caídos, a 200 metros de aquí, y en cambio es una zona muy triste, y en cambio esta dice que es una zona muy energética, porque aquí es donde vivieron durante mucho tiempo. Y él dice que hasta el puente es bienvenido por su gente, porque es una manera de resaltar más la belleza y de poder verlo mejor. Es curioso las reflexiones que nos hacen todos cuando nos hablan de que esta tierra en realidad tampoco les pertenece, como tampoco pertenece al colonizador, sino que nosotros le pertenecemos a ella. Entonces todo lo que le resalte, todo lo que la haga más bella es positivo. La verdad es que es muy bonito, hay un montón de fauna además. Y finalmente, después de 2 días con Maitland, llegamos a Armadal, donde encontramos un parque con el nombre de su padre. So here we are.
Here we are, the last stop for the day.
This park reserve is named with the name of your father.
This one's named after my father.
Why is the name of your father for this park?
He was a very respected Indigenous elder of this community.
And is it common to have a reserve?
It is not very common in the Noongar history.
No other
No
Noongar
other
family
Noongar.
with a park?
No, not at all. And to have one of these named in your father's honour, that to us is massive.
Horace Horry Hill, Armadale resident and highly respected member of the Noongar community. A competent sportsman and community leader, he was a role model and mentor for Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal youth alike. 13 September 1988. That's nice thing to have, huh?
My father said to me, but always remember where you come from, and that's my biggest message to everyone. And that's my message to a lot of young Indigenous, is never forget where you come from.
Also, you have Aboriginal roots, no? Even
Yep.
if you don't look like.
I have African American heritage. My granddad's African American and Noongar. My grandmother's Yamaji and Irish. But for me, the culture in which I was brought up in is Noongar culture. So I identify mostly as a Noongar person. And I think the thing people don't realise is that we look like this, Aboriginal people look like you.
Yeah.
Aboriginal people look like, you know, Cinderella as well. So I think, you know, the skin colour doesn't tell you much about somebody's culture.
Never forget the colour of your skin, but always remember, if you see another human being and it's a person who's got a white skin, just remember we all got the same colour blood.
Then one last thing, what's this flag?
That's our traditional flag, our Aboriginal flag.
Yeah.
So the black represents the people, the red represents the earth, and the yellow represents the sun.
Dos rostros enfrentados, una mirada, un pasado. Dos extraños que ya no lo son. Su lengua sufre, su sangre se diluye, pero miro sus ojos y veo fuerza. Leo en ellos la palabra orgullo. Sus creencias y raíces se mantienen, intactas, profundas, antiguas como la creación, como el inicio de los tiempos. Y así, dos miradas se encuentran y se pueden mirar sin miedo. Ya no son extraños, son hermanos, representando la unión de dos pueblos en uno, una sola piel, una misma sangre, una raza que es la humana.
Bueno, y eso es todo por esta vez. Os espero en el siguiente capítulo de En Busca de los Sabios y recordad que aquí os podéis inscribir para seguir la aventura de una manera más fácil. ¡Chao! ¿Qué falta?